Hello, beautiful Virgo people. What's up? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. That's me. My name is Annie, and we're going to read your tarot cards. This will be a general love and relationships reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Of course, anyone is welcome into this reading. Just ask you come in with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to better yourself. The messages that reach you, I want them to motivate, empower, inspire you. If you're not feeling that way, feel free to check back another week. The video might not resonate with you, or it may resonate for you at a later date, so of course be open to that as well. Only take away what resonates, messages for your best and highest good, because ultimately you are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. Y'all know the drill. This is optional advice or guidance, okay? Let's do it for Virgo. The Warrior. This is strength. To be or not to be, that is the question. Maybe you guys are deciding the fate. Yeah, actually, I'm almost getting the storyline of deciding the fate of whether or not you should release and let go, possibly leaving something up to divine timing. Some of you may have written something very lengthy and sent it to a person, like a text or a letter or an email, and you may be tempted to sort of follow up and see, because this person may not have responded, or they may have sent something back real quick. And so, yeah, this could be small potatoes, guys. Like, this could be just everyday life stuff where you I don't know, some of you watching this may be like, oh God, like, do I send the follow-up text, or is that going to make me look desperate, right? That's sort of what I get from this. You might be dealing with a Leo, of course. You don't have to be, but interesting. Yeah, instantly confusion about the Leo. All right, I'm actually gonna do this as one, and then I'm gonna give you guys a second one, because this to me is very clearly like confusion about the Leo. So let's help clarify for Virgo. For any of my Virgos dealing with a Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or for the Leo cross watchers on Virgo, what is the ultimate narrative here that we're allowed to know at this point, right? I mean, this does say that sometimes there can be illusion or deceit, and sometimes things just haven't panned out yet. Sometimes we're still sort of not willing to emotionally invest because we have reservations or hesitations. If anything, I think that's where your Leo is at too. It's not to say they aren't considering it. They don't see value or potential in you or the relationship, but them ascribing value to you should have nothing to do with how you feel about yourself, first and foremost, right? Like, you decide your value and your worth, not someone else. So if for some reason they choose to pass on your love offer or don't respond, then they were never for you. Like, don't give it a second chance. Or don't give it a second thought, rather. This is not an opportunity for you to take this rejection and start to be very self-critical, right? You know, to bring the lens in on, you know, whatever, your flaws or why you're not good enough. Absolutely not, right? Well, you know, this person's feelings for you has nothing to do with who you really are. It's simply a matter of opinion, right? And you know, if this person truly likes you and treats you well, then yeah, maybe their opinion matters. But I mean, again, if this is just a person passing through your life and they don't respond to your texts, like, ew, that's like a bare minimum requirement for wanting to date someone, right? Now, after I've said that, let's peek in on this person's energy. Will they make a decision? What will this decision look like? As much as we're allowed to know, Spirit, let's help the King of Earth. So, I mean, I don't hate this. They may have their sights set on a male earth sign, so if you are a male Virgo watching this, it's possible. So here's what I get. They're holding back. The King of Earth, so he doesn't rush into anything, first and foremost, which can be a little bit irritating to some. But when he makes a decision, he knows he's investing a lot in it, so he's being very careful with what offers he makes and who he offers them to. I'm just going to say it. This person may have a lot of light and spectacle and attention on them right now. So they may be attracting lots of people and lots of romantic suitors. And again, it's not to say that you're any better or any worse than who's ever in competition for their love. But just ask yourself, are you okay being one of many in this person's time and this person's day and this person's life? Well, like, I don't know, and I mean, maybe I'm an idealist. Well, I am, first and foremost. I'm totally an idealist, which, you know, practicality is the Virgo thing, right? But I don't know. It's like you're allowing yourself to be placed in this box of an option, and I mean, I think you guys would agree, you probably shouldn't make someone else a priority if you're an option in their life. I think this person is holding back on an offer, and I mean, sometimes we could even read this as being kind of greedy or selfish. It's like, I'm gonna accept all your attention and love and praise, but I'm not gonna give it back. Like, I'm gonna hold on to me, right? And it's in hangman phase, the suspended man. So quite literally upside down, thinking it through, you know, in the cocoon, so to say, before it becomes a butterfly. But like, it's a puddle of mush right now. Like, it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't really have a shape. It doesn't really have a form. I think with these cards, it's saying there is no clear direction for what this person is going to do. They're just simply sitting there thinking about it in slow time, too. It could be that this person is just really focused on their job and their work. They have, they're probably multitasking, I would imagine, but just make sure they're not multitasking with people, right? With, bringing a different person into their bedroom every night, because that is possible, guys. I'm not saying that's absolute, but yeah, they're thinking about who they want to emotionally invest with. They may have eyes for a Scorpio, a Taurus. I don't know. I don't get Virgo off of this necessarily. I just have to be honest. So let's go over here and read for this, and then, as I promised, we're going to do another storyline. Though that may resonate for some of you. It doesn't have to be a Leo, but there's very strong Leo vibes. I mean, there's 5 lions in that picture? Let's see. And I think this card is representing, I want to say Mars and Leo. So again, extra kind of focus, attention, action. What's a good word for it? Passion, I guess, towards possibly someone with strong Leo in their chart. Maybe they're a Leo rising or something like that. All right, so your advice, don't just sit there. Dust yourself back off and get out there. This is my Virgo card, my Knight of Earth, mutable Earth. Get back out there and do something that brings you a sense of fulfillment and brings you a sense of pride, even if that's just working on your life, whatever, rearranging your room, cooking a delicious meal or whatever, exercising. Do you, Virgo, right? But rather than sitting there and sort of not crying over spilled milk, but more or less, it's like, I'm going to hold out and see if I get any response from these, 3 emotional outpourings I've given to this person. If they're taking that long, I'm just going to say it. I don't think they have the amount of respect for you that you truly deserve. With the 4 of water, the 4 of cups, same thing. It's really important to recognize the universe is trying to get you to see something that you quite literally are not focused on, or you've brushed it aside as not important, and it's actually quite the opposite. Practicing better situational awareness. I don't know why this is sticking out to me, but the tree, it's like it's veering off in another direction. So follow suit, because I think that's what this person is doing. Now, let's be very real, right? People do change their mind, and that may have been what happened, even if this connection started off and seems like it had potential. It seems like this person is kind of withdrawing or taking something back for the time being. Could they come back around in the future? Sure. I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. I would not hold your breath. And I would never say never, right? But I would not focus on this any longer because, quite frankly, it's a waste of your energy. I would focus on whatever this new cup, this new blessing is. Quite literally drink from this new cup, nourish yourself, do something new or different or something that just feeds your soul, right? Especially if you're into art or poetry. If you are maybe you just love to read books you're Virgo, right? Ruled by Mercury. Knowledge, information, education. Do something that feels like it's putting you in a more elevated position to go after and chase your dreams, because holding out for this person, it's stagnant. The water isn't flowing here. The emotions aren't there anymore, or nothing is being done with them to keep it interesting. Water has to move. It has to flow. Otherwise it becomes stagnant and gross and, still water. It smells, right? So 2 of fire, you have a choice. You can stay in sort of this non-decision land, but to be honest, it's almost like you are holding out for this person to make a decision. Them not making a decision is a decision in itself, and the thing is, I think intuitively you already sense that. So I understand it's like something about this person was really intriguing and you were holding out hope, but I think you have better things to get on with. I think you have bigger fish to fry. I think the tiger's holding a turtle. I almost think the universe is saying this person moves at a snail's pace. So even if this person comes through in the end and writes you along, I'm so sorry, I couldn't get back to you, it's gonna be a while. So again, invest your time, energy, emotions, attention in things that bring you joy. Keep on keeping on, right? Knight of Earth, Knight of Pentacles. That's you, my Virgo card. We have to immerse our mind, our brain in things that stimulate us, that excite us. So whatever that is for you, go do it. Go do it right now. Jump off of YouTube and go do something stimulating, right? Because for the foreseeable future, I see this being aggravating. I see it being annoying. I see you being kind of impatient to get a response. But even so, I think if you were to follow up with this person again and sort of nag them for a decision or an answer, or just give them simply a, hey, just checking in, following up, per my last email, right? I don't think that's going to help. I think it's going to aggravate them even more, and I think they're going to completely shut down emotionally. It's just, they don't have room for this in their life right now, and it might be because there's another suitor here. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. All right, let's do one more storyline because that one seemed very, very specific. So I do hope that helps some of you. I know it wasn't the most happy message, but if y'all are with me, let's do another one. Badass Tarot. Harley Spencer vibes. Let's do it. All right, Spirit, can we connect with a new group of Virgos? I don't even want to show you this card. No more options. We're not doing the whole multiple party thing. All right, let's see. For Virgo. Virgo energy in love and romance. Virgo energy, love and romance. There we go. Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, yeah, sexy. Some of you are putting on some new lipstick and going out, getting out there. Some of you are going to crush it with another earth sign, another Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. What is this? This is, oh my gosh, this is such a similar message. Hold on. I'm literally going to give you a new message. This is the exact same message. The person who's in indecision land, do I want to continue to sow my seeds here? Should I, uproot them and move elsewhere? But you bombarding them with 9,000 messages of, hey, how are you? Why aren't you responding? Are you busy? Are you seeing her? Are you dating anyone? This person is just, for some reason, I'm almost getting a Sagittarius vibe with this too. I don't know. At first I thought this was kind of sexy, but now I'm actually seeing it's oh, you're going to chip your tooth. It's kind of getting too intense. It's too dangerous. Almost, what do you call that? Grinding on your teeth out of nerves. I think you're both doing that. This person likes the attention, but it's too much. It's too much too soon. And again, just simply look at this card. Right? I mean, I know it's funny. It's Badass Tarot. It has a cheeky sense of humor. But literally, there's a million admirers of this person, male or female. It's you're one of many in competition for this person, and it sounds like a hot mess. I would even say, too, I don't mean to judge your person, but it's very possible that this person feeds off of the attention of others because they don't have a lot of love for themselves, right? And what's interesting is that you've probably attracted them into your life to get you to kind of, put that spotlight on yourself and really ask yourself, are you lacking love? Is that why you're sort of clinging to this it's your last resort? Because flat out, this is not. This is not a last resort. This is kind of okay, hanging up the phone and dialing something else. It's just, I don't know, it's just not happening with this one. Thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. I am going to ask one more time if we can get a new message for Virgo, for a different set of Virgos. Is anyone still with me out there? Virgo in love, Virgo in dating, 3 of Wands. Okay, what are we waiting on here? 3 of Wands, very important to remember, active versus passive waiting. Wands always denote action. We are building towards stability. We are building towards a solid platform, but we can't quit now. We still have to press forward, even though maybe we don't know all the answers, all our people, our soul tribe, our soulmates, whoever. Maybe we haven't quite found them yet, but this is a huge card about faith. Having faith that just because you can't see it doesn't mean those ships are coming in. But look, you kind of can see them, right? Maybe you have to let something go to make room for something new. But also, as I said, active waiting, not just filling your time, using your time productively to do things that help you achieve and accomplish, again, your dreams, your goals, your desires, or just help you achieve and accomplish loving your life. It can be very basic, simple things, right? Versus passive waiting. That's my little koala bear under the tree, just oh, I hope they call. I get it. We've all been there, but it's not a productive use of your time. It's wasted emotion. It's wasted energy. And it's allowing yourself to kind of sink into that negative headspace of, oh, they're not calling me, so they must not like me. Well, do I like me? Maybe I'm not good enough. Maybe I'll never find love. Absolutely not. Literally, toss that aside. I have no use for that card. This is about I almost see this as Rocky Balboa, right? Climbing to the top of the staircase. Wow, the view looks great from up here, but I think I can go higher. Literally raise your vibe, raise your expectations, raise your, do you guys know what word I'm dancing around here? What you're willing to accept in your life, who you're willing to accept in your life, what you will tolerate. Again, faith is such a huge thing here. Oh, and there, the King of Pentacles just jumps right out. So interesting. I wonder if This is saying if we move past this one, sort of this person who, I'm hearing the word vanity. Again, they love the attention, but again, when it comes to like sharing the limelight or reaching out to you and equaling out that attention, this person fails miserably, at least right now. I'm just being honest. I wonder if this guy showing up also represents the idea of waiting for a better offer. This isn't even a court card, right? This is what we call minor arcana. Again, this might, for some of you Virgos, be a blip on the screen. Wait for one of the court cards, if not a major arcana, right? It's so funny. Like, the messages keep kind of repeating. I didn't mean to make all three similar. It's just that's what happens. I think the universe is trying to tell me, like, this is what Virgo needs to hear. So if the first two messages were yours, right, and you're still showing up to the third one, you're getting the same message. So I really want to hit that point home and reinforce. Waiting for that specific person who just isn't treating you right, it's not worth your time. You guys, I can't make this shit up. Literally. These are the same cards. And again, like, these may as well be, because if you're not taking action to pursue other things, it's, it's like you're fooling yourself. This, like, I don't mean to laugh, and I'm not laughing. It's actually kind of frustrating, because I'm like, what can I say to get the point home to some of you guys? I just don't know. I just don't know. I think this is saying, this is you. This is no longer who we, actually, this is a very important message. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so instead of putting someone else up on a pedestal and being like, they're so cool, they're so sexy, they're so brave, they're so confident, you need to change those to like I statements. Like, I envision me that way, and if you're going to manifest, they say always manifest like it's already in your life. So maybe you attracted this person into your life to pinpoint, to very Virgo, classify, organize, categorize, all the qualities you wish in a partner is something actually you should be achieving for yourself, setting those goals for something you become. So that way it's not romanticized in the form of another person. You're very proud of your accomplishments to achieve those good quality things. And again, it doesn't have to be about vanity and looks, but it can be, right? I mean, I'm not here to judge. It can be all those things. But once you achieve those things, you're going to see that this person really isn't all that much because there was no substance to it. It was very external. I would take these qualities, and sure, you can do the external makeover transformation thing if that's going to make you feel good, Virgo. But again, on the inside, you already have very special skills and talents, but it's like you're not making the most of them. You're not expressing them to the best of your ability. You need to be strong. You need to be brave. You need to be courageous. You need to put yourself out there and own who you are, flaws and all. Yes, striving for perfection, it's kind of passé. It's not serving you. And I know to a lot of Virgos that is important, having it all together, but that's not always reality. That's not always real life. Own your flaws. Celebrate your flaws in addition to your accomplishments and your success. Again, you denote your value and your worth. I think a lot of you have been projecting what you want onto a spouse or a significant partner, and the universe is saying, no, you got to do that. You want someone to love you? Well, you have to love yourself first. Then once you kind of step into this role of, I'm good, like I like who I am, I love myself, I love my job, all these things, you're going to attract someone in your life who actually mirrors that back to you. So not only does this person have a lot of self-love, but they're not afraid to emotionally connect with you too, to whatever, physically connect with you, all the good things. You need someone who at minimum gives you a solid foundation, and this person is quite literally traveling. They're not setting up camp with you. This person will, but I almost feel like there's like a wake-up call in terms of your personal life right now that, again, if you do the work, this is what comes in next for you, and I actually think it's a different energy. I don't know, I just like this card better than this one. This one kind of has like a darker energy to it. I don't know. How are we doing? King of Pentacles. There might be something with a Taurus trying to come in with you. You actually may have multiple Tauruses around you, or an ex who is a Taurus. Again, yeah, I don't know. I don't know your life, Virgo. The tree, establishing roots. And it did come in upside down. Something about that is important. Think back to your family life, and I'm not totally sure why I'm saying this, but something about the roots of the trees, something that you were sort of spoon-fed as a child in terms of what you were meant to accomplish or go after in life. You may come to realize that you were waiting on something that it was never your narrative, it was never your story. Again, it was something you were maybe force-fed by your parents, or even if it wasn't bad, maybe your parents kind of created this idyllic scenario of, oh, well, you know, Prince Charming comes along and rescues the princess and that'll be you one day. And you're like, really? When? Because that hasn't been my story. This is like so perfect of like, no. Cinderella saves herself. Do you understand what I mean? Like, there's something about something you were told in your childhood that you've upheld as this standard in love. And maybe I'm going to be honest, maybe it does have to do with vanity and looks. If you're not pretty, you're never going to find someone, right? Maybe somebody told you that. Or if you don't make a certain amount of money, well, what does that say about you? You get to decide. It's no longer carrying the torch of your ancestors or your, especially your parents, but this legacy that it's almost been like a weight or a burden that you've been shouldering, something on your back. When you decide that, there's like a huge dose of empowerment here that you can rewrite the narrative, you can change the story. Whatever it is you're waiting on, you don't have to wait anymore. You can go out and get it, and you don't need permission to do so. I would really encourage some of you guys to ask yourself, where do you lean into sort of the people-pleasing quality, especially regarding your home life? Oh, well, I want my dad to be proud of me. I want my mom to be proud of me. What were you told about whatever gender you're interested in, you know, masculinity or femininity growing up, and how has that shaped who you are, but also how you interact with people romantically and in your dating life? I think that would be really significant to sort of go over with a fine-tooth comb. Whip it. Love it. Yeah, I feel like you got to whip yourself into shape. As I mentioned, the Rocky Balboa thing, it's like, you have to be your own life coach right now. And there's nothing wrong with asking for help. I actually think that would be very good for Virgo, because you're always the helper, right? You help everyone else in your life. Who helps you? Well, you first and foremost, but there's other people who see this like star quality in you, but for some reason you've always looked to others. You're like, oh, no, not me, but this person, they have star quality. Ask yourself what you found so sexy, romantic, charming, alluring about this person, and go out and do pieces of that for yourself. Especially the ones that have substance to them, right? You know, they have a great job, they have a great schedule, you know, things of that. Not like, oh, they have great hair. I mean, you can achieve that too, but again, vanity. That ultimately, that stuff doesn't matter. Go internal. This feels almost like a spiritual transformation. And there is a huge element of sexuality to this card. You may have had a life that was very puritanical is sort of the word I'm hearing. Like, oh, well, women can't do that. That wouldn't be appropriate. You know, that's not ladylike. That's not feminine. Again, what does that mean to you, though? You know, remove what grandma said or what mom or dad or whoever. I don't know. This is like a huge sex pot vibe. So if that's what you want, if that's who you want to be, if that makes you feel confident, then I'm not here to tell you anything. But go do it. Make that dream a reality. Don't put it up on a pedestal and, you know, quench for it and long for it in the form of a partner. Be it yourself. Like, be your own hero. I sound like Tony Robbins over here. All right, Virgo, that's what I got for you. I tried for new messages, but you guys saw it here first. They were pretty much all the same. So anyway, wrapping it up at 20 minutes. I will see you next week for new tarot. Please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, that would be fabulous. The link to my Etsy, where you can purchase directly, is in the comment box below. Or if you just want to shoot me an email and we can kind of get an idea of what you're looking for in your reading, that's awesome too. Email is in the box for you. Other than that, I will see you soon, Virgo. Bye, guys.